My name is Oscar Hackley. I'm the head of franchise development at Remedy.
My name is Alan Wake. I'm a writer. I came to Bright Falls with my wife, Alice.
Alan Wake's a best-selling writer, but he hasn't managed to write anything in a couple of years, and when his wife Alice disappears on their vacation to Bright Falls, his search turns up pages of a thriller novel he doesn't even remember writing.
I thought we could be happy here.
A thriller that now seems to be coming true.
Alice?
And a dark presence has woken up in the small town of Bright Falls, which is pushing Wake to the brink of sanity. So Alan Wake's a psychological action thriller. It's a story-driven experience. You know, we want to give the player a heart-pounding thrill ride, and with that we've kind of combined the mind of a psychological thriller with the body of a cinematic action game. We take a lot of influences from popular culture, books and graphic novels, TV series and movies. You know, there's certainly an echo of Twin Peaks at Bright Falls.
This would make a wonderful setting for a book.
We're supposed to be on vacation, Alice.
Quite early on in the development stage, we knew that we wanted to do this game episodic. The episodic structure works really well in a thriller.
My wife is missing. They took her.
So if you think about a movie type story arc, it can get diluted at one point for the length of a game, and it's hard to keep the player immersed in the experience, whereas a TV series style works much better for us because we can have many story arcs within the game, and we can peak in those story arcs and then come down, and the next episode might start a little bit more serene.
Rusty squeezed the revolver in his trembling hand, his eyes wild. He screamed, "They're here." Then he
We can have daytime scenes. It's more about NPC interaction and learning about the motives of the supporting cast around Wake in Bright Falls and why they're there.
Okay then. It's Alice we're talking about, and they want the manuscript? The one you can't even remember writing? The one they think is... I don't know!
And then when we move into the night scenes, they're a lot more action orientated. To keep that player immersed in that experience, the TV style episodic structure works a lot better for us in a thriller. This has been a long development process and a labour of love, if you like. You know, we're a relatively small studio, around about 50 people, and you know, we feel that the Remedy brand should be a seal of quality, and you can only be as good as your last game. So we were in a fortunate situation after the Max Payne games to take our time with this and really get it right. And there was a level of authenticity that we were going for in Alan Wake. I mean, we did a lot of research. We were in the Pacific Northwest. We drove over 3,000 miles, took over 60,000 research photos within the Pacific Northwest. You know, we even had people camping out in the forest, recording ambient sounds, owls, wind, trees moving. There's that layer of authenticity that needs to be right before you can add the layer of the supernatural on top of it.
Stay sharp. Can you see him?
We do have plans for DLC. Right now we're fully focused on this game. You can imagine this game to be like season 1 of a TV series, if you like. So this game will certainly have a conclusive and satisfactory ending, and the players that play it will feel like they've got the full story and they've reached their goals. But just like in TV series, you leave some doors open for the bigger story, and we've always thought of Alan Wake as a bigger story. So I mean, DLC will probably play more of a part as a bridge from one season to the next. You can think of DLC to be more like specials, like a Christmas special, an Easter special if you like, which will bridge then to hopefully the bigger franchise that will open.
It was a trap.
Alan, wake up.